rise so bright, where the news flows freely in the morning light. Yuba-Sutter live, where truth comes alive. Every Tuesday's a journey, it's where we thrive. Watch it unfold. Yuba-Sutter live, in the heart of our home. Be informed, be wise. Yuba-Sutter live, we capture it all. Policy debates, hear the people's call. With Yuba-Sutter live, you'll never miss a beat. Special reports hit hard, shining a spotlight. Yuba-Sutter live. Yuba-Sutter live.
Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
In the heart of the valley, we rise so bright, where the news flows freely in the morning light. Yuba-Sutter live, where truth comes alive. Every Tuesday's a journey, it's where we thrive. Watch it unfold. Yuba-Sutter live, in the heart of our home. Be informed, be wise. Yuba-Sutter live, we capture it all. Policy debates, hear the people's call. With Yuba-Sutter live, you'll never miss a beat. Special reports hit hard, shining a spotlight. Yuba-Sutter live. Yuba-Sutter live.
Here we go. Apologies for the delay. Marysville City Council meeting now come to order. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilmember Belza?
Here.
Councilmember Gilchrist?
Here.
Councilmember Hudson?
Here.
Vice Mayor Bedicavoli?
Here.
Mayor Branscombe?
Yes. Please stand and join in the pledge. Madam Clerk, do you have something to share?
Yes, Mayor, thank you. If you are expecting to address the council, please fill out a speaker card and present it to the city clerk prior to the public forum session of this meeting. Speaker cards are available outside of the council chambers. Speaking time for individuals is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes. Comments on controversial items may be further limited, and large groups are encouraged to select 2 to 3 speakers to represent the opinion of the group. If you have any documentation you'd like to be viewed by the council during your speaking time, please turn it in with your speaking card to the city clerk to be distributed on your behalf. When you are called on, you may approach the podium and address the council. Please begin by stating your name clearly for the record, and please note, in accordance with law, the city council is not permitted to take any action on any item not appearing on the posted agenda.
Madam Clerk, I'm sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
Are there any changes to the agenda?
Yes, Mayor, there are. No one is here to accept the proclamation for the Extra Mile Day, therefore we are removing it from the presentation, but we will be sending it to the requester individually. Additionally, we are adding a letter of support for Beale Air Force Base to host certain missions in lieu of the phase-out of the U-2 that is going to be added to the consent calendar.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. City Attorney, anything to report from closed session?
There is nothing as yet to report from the closed session, which I understand has been continued and will reconvene after this regular meeting.
Thank you, sir. And Madam Clerk, do we have any members of the public wishing to comment on consent items or on items not on the agenda?
Not at this time, Mayor.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, we now go to the consent agenda calendar. All matters on this
I'm sorry,
calendar.
Mayor, we do have those presentations first.
I turned the page too quickly. Caught me. Thank you. Brad, you usually catch me on those. Okay, we have 2 proclamations to share. Do we have anyone here regarding Breast Cancer Awareness Month? Please. And who are y'all?
My name is Jacqueline Paulette. And I'm Nicole.
Nicole.
From Adventist Health and Rhino Cancer Center.
There you go. Well, thank you. Okay. My mother passed away of complications of breast cancer. This hits home. What? It's October, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Chief is all dialed in. He's got the pink. He's a great guy. Whereas, while considerable progress has been made in the fight against breast cancer, it remains the most commonly diagnosed cancer and the second leading cause of death among women in the United States. Whereas, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, an annual campaign to increase awareness about the disease. And whereas, as we display pink ribbons and wear pink clothing to raise awareness, and I've been thinking I'd be in this one with it, I apologize. We also support those bravely battling breast cancer and honor the lives of the disease. And whereas, the City of Marysville is committed to raising awareness about breast cancer and the impact it has on our loved ones, friends, colleagues, and community members. And whereas, this October we recognize breast cancer survivors, those fighting the disease, as well as their family and friends that are a constant system of support and love, and commend the efforts of medical professionals and researchers working to find a cure for this deadly disease. And whereas, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is a chance to unite all citizens in our community to prevent breast cancer deaths through increased education and routine screening. Now, therefore, be resolved that I, Chris Branscombe, and the City Mayor of Marysville and the City Council of the City of Marysville acknowledge the importance of raising awareness of breast cancer in our community as we work to support survivors, those currently battling breast cancer, and those who might detect it in its early stages, and that we recognize October 2024 as Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the city of Marysville. I'm happy to have you all here. Anything to say? Do you have anything to say?
We just want to say thank you for acknowledging us as healthcare professionals as well as members of our community. As always, early detection and screening is super important to the health and the recovery and the prognosis of the patient, no matter what the cancer is.
Y'all are angels. Thank you very much. I'm proud to present this to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Who is here regarding domestic violence? Please come forward. And who are you?
My name is Paku. I'm from Casa de Esperanza.
Happy you're here. Thank you. October 2024, Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Whereas the crime of domestic violence violates an individual's privacy, dignity, security, and humanity due to the systemic use of physical, emotional, sexual, psychological, and economic control and or abuse. And whereas domestic violence leaves an imprint of fear and hostility. And whereas the problems of domestic violence are not confined to any group or groups of people, but cross all economic, racial, affectional preference, and social barriers, thereby affecting society as a whole. And whereas in the city of Marysville, adults and children are victims of violence each year. And whereas the city of Marysville City Council is committed to restoring the right to freedom from fear in our own homes. And whereas in our quest to impose sanctions on those who break the law by perpetrating violence, we must also meet the needs of victims of domestic violence and their children, who often suffer grave financial, physical, and psychological losses. Now, therefore, be it resolved that in recognition of this important work done by domestic violence programs in cooperation with Casa de Esperanza, Inc., and the City of Marysville City Council does hereby proclaim the month of October 2024 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Together as a team, we can make a difference in creating hope, health, and healing. I like that. Hope, health, and healing in our community. This can be done through prevention, intervention, and educational programs, which creates a zero tolerance for domestic violence in our community. Your organization is fabulous. Do you have anything you'd like to share?
I just want to say thank you for the recognition of domestic violence, and also to make you guys all aware, we do have an office here in Marysville on Dist Street, so just to give you guys a heads up on that.
You're on the front lines and our police force is on the front lines. I'm very happy to have you here, and I'm proud to present this to you. Thank you. Now I can turn the page. Now, Madam Clerk, is there anyone who wishes to address the council regarding consent items or items not on the agenda?
Not tonight, Mayor.
And Madam Clerk, I know we don't have anybody. Are we Zooming?
No, we're not. We're having technical difficulties with it. People cannot hear us through our Zoom, so that's not going to be an issue.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, the consent calendar. All matters on the consent agenda are considered routine and therefore approved by one motion, unless a council member or the city manager first requests that a matter be removed from the consent agenda for separate discussion and action. What is the will of the council?
Move to approve.
Thank you, sir.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
That was unanimous vote, Madam Clerk. Okay, I hope I'm not disappointing anybody, but there's nothing on the discussion and action calendar. We'll go to council comments and committee reports as appropriate. Councilman Belza.
Yeah, I have no committee reports to deliver tonight, but I do want to say a couple things. I was able to attend the Double Z Butcher Shop ribbon cutting, which was nice. We don't make all the ribbon cuttings, but try to make the ones we can, and it's just good to see that even in spite of everything that's going on, there's still new businesses opening up and people trying to make a go of it, and we'll take steps of faith in that arena. And last meeting, I think we announced and we talked briefly or made some brief comments, but the closing of the B Street property, just kind of re-recognizing that again as one of the key pivotal economic development driving forces in the city of Marysville. It's really a big deal, and it's maybe a lot bigger deal than what people realize. It's a $45 million project. Development plans for Ellis Lake and the ball field that we've seen a lot. So it's neat to see, even though that vision has been there for quite some time, Bruce, to see that hub begin to take shape. It's neat to see this milestone moment and hopefully see that come to fruition over the next 18 to 24 months. So, and just want to communicate to the public how much I appreciate their patience on the time and duration that has gone into our Marysville hotel dilemma, and that due process is sometimes an excruciating time frame. But to ensure everybody that we're working diligently and as fast as we can, try to accommodate the businesses that are hurting, and work with them as best we can. So that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Councilman, pardon me, Councilman Hudson.
I have no committee reports, and the only comment I got is I'm pleased that we are signing a letter of support for the new mission of Beale Air Force Base, and look forward to seeing how we can support the base in their future.
Councilman Gilchrist.
No committee reports or council comments today, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Vice Mayor.
I have no committee reports. I would like to just comment on our Zoom that needs to be looked into as soon as possible. I have been stating I have somebody that specifically in my household watches at every meeting and has not been able to hear. And if we could get that looked into, there's got to be some of our tech people that can look into that and get it working. So I'm extremely happy to see that the B Street property closed. We started trying to correct that issue. At least Brad and I did when we first got on the council, so it goes to show how long some of this stuff takes. It's just really comforting to know that it's moving on. And one more thank you to Councilman Belza for leading us in a right direction to find a realtor to get that sold. So we appreciate that too. Thank you.
Thank you. Selection season. We have all three candidates for City Council and Chambers today, and they're all excellent and wonderful people. And I encourage everybody to get out and vote. Madam Clerk, do we have any council correspondence?
No, we do not.
We do not. Thank you. Mr. City Manager.
As you guys may have noticed, our Community Development Director is absent. He's at a conference, but he gave me a nice list of events that are coming up. October 25th, Yuba County Probation's Trunk or Treat on 5th and B and Chestnut. Scarysville on October 31st on D Street. In November, we have our Veterans Parade on the 11th. And then our Christmas tradition, December 6th, the tree lighting and Candy Cane Lane event, followed on the next day, December 7th, with the Christmas parade. And then we have 3 ribbon cuttings coming up. First in October, Gavin Park, Phase 2. So we'll be doing that at 10 o'clock at Gavin Park. And then 2 other park ribbon cutting events, one on November 6th, Motor Park for an Adopt a Park program, and November 13th, Veterans Park, another Adopt a Park program. So our Adopt a Park program seems to be alive and well. And those are all the announcements I had.
Again, the discussion and action calendar was vacant today, but there are a great many things in the works being discussed, and they will reach you at the proper time. The next regular meeting of the Marysville City Council will be on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024 at 6 p.m. You can expect that there will be at least one special meeting between now and that date.
Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
Hi, I'm Neil Goforth of Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties. Caring for elders or even yourself has challenges. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties can help you address today's issues and plan for tomorrow with in-home and specialized care for you or your family members. Call us at 530-749-8800. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties.
Thinking good vibes one day at a time. At Edible Memories, life is sublime. In every bite, you'll find a dream. Join us now, let your heart beam. Step inside, sharing the fun. Edible Memories Bakery, where happiness runs.
Edible Memories Bakery, 321 3rd Street, Marysville. EdibleMemoriesBakery.com.
In the heart of the valley, we rise so bright. the news flows freely in the morning light. Yuba-Sutter.live, where truth comes alive. Every Tuesday's a journey, it's where we thrive. Watch it unfold. Yuba-Sutter.live, in the heart of our home. Be it